I got this on my way. So drift. 나나만 보고 driving like round, round. Let me hear you say. Everybody say oh. Hey. Undercover, hey, need my name. Yes, no. Back down. Tell you all every day, every night. We got the time to want a good vibe. How bad? Come on a good vibe. We don't give a fuck. 우리 손을 그어줘.
What is up, everyone? My name's Tony. Welcome back to my channel where I react to K-pop. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy my reaction. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Definitely helps me out. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter if you're interested. Links are down in the description. I always follow back. And yeah, other than that, back with some DPR Ian. So I know that Ian just released a new song called Saint. So before I hop into the new song, I need to finish catching up with what I need to catch up on. So, hopping into the rest of this guide that I have, that I found on Twitter thanks to Squirrel. So, last time I ended with Scaredy Cat. So this time we're gonna start off with the Mito movie, part 1. So I have that, and then Famous Last Words, Peanut Butter and Tears. I already did Don't Go Insane, but Don't Go Insane teaser is also listed on this, and I never watched that. And I saw that it's actually like a pretty long teaser, so I feel like it's important to the storyline, so I'm also going to watch that. Already did So I Danced, and then we also have Skins demo, and I already did Limbo. So hopefully this will help me finally catch up with the important things, at least when it comes to Ian's discography. And then I will also be getting into Saint, but I want to keep that a separate reaction. So you'll see this reaction pop up, and then honestly, probably not too long after this reaction's released, I'm going to release the Saint reaction. I'm not gonna make you guys wait too long, I promise. There might be like a 30-minute delay. I just wanted to make that like its own reaction since that's a very newly released music video. Also, probably going to be a long reaction. I did want to start out by saying I did watch the Instagram live. I can't remember when Ian did this live. I can't remember when he did this live, but kind of him explaining like the lore and everything involved with his music, and you know, himself. So I now know, I didn't know this about the other side. I didn't realize that it's this world that Ian has been to. I don't know. I think he used the terminology astral projection. Maybe he didn't. I can't remember. But it's not see, in the music videos, like I was thinking that this was like an alternate universe or something that Ian had like created himself. I didn't realize that it was like this world in his subconscious that he goes to sometimes. I didn't like, that's kind of how he explained it, and if I'm getting that wrong, like please tell me, because this whole world is so complicated that I'm like still like grasping the surface of like everything that Ian has created, so I'm still learning. But basically, it sounded to me like this is like a world that is in the subconscious of Ian's mind, and that he goes and visits to sometimes. And he explained the doors, which now that makes sense, that the doors take him to a different portion of the other side. So that makes sense now. I also get his swings. So from going to Mr. Insanity, and then once Mr. Insanity gets to, like, a certain level, Mito kinda takes over to kinda control and protect Ian. So that makes sense now. I think I have, like, a better grasp on all of that, and I will say, like, it was very interesting just, like, hearing Ian's thoughts and opinions on mental health, and I personally think that Ian has a really, really good mindset. He was talking a lot about, like, I don't know necessarily about taking risks, but definitely getting yourself out there and doing the things that you wanna do, and not holding yourself back kind of mentality. And I 100% agree with that mentality. I think I learned that lesson pretty early on in life, because my dad passed when I was 17, which is, pretty young to lose a parent. And you kinda come to the realization that life is way shorter than you think it is sometimes, and, um, sometimes it's better to take those risks and just go out there and do the things that you wanna do so that you don't have any regrets later in life. And also because you just never know what is going to happen. So if you wanna do something and you have the means to do it, go do it. Huge reason why I ended up in Australia for 4 months, is because of that mentality. And any opportunity I have to travel and I have the means to do it, I'm doing it. I really love that mentality, and I like how he's talking about that. What else? There was, like, it's been a while since I actually watched that live, so, I can't remember all of the details, but I definitely think I have a better grasp on his swings and or his switches, sorry, not swings, his switches, my words, I apologize. His switches and things like that. I'm also super, super excited for, the tour. I'm really gonna try my best to go, as long as, like, they come to, like, the general area where I am in the US. I'm more on the East Coast. Not more, I'm more on the East Co I am on the East Coast. Words. So yeah, if they come to the US on the East Coast, I would definitely, definitely love to, go see Ian in concert. But yeah, what else? Oh, I did watch a bit, not all. I did watch most of his Instagram live this morning before Saint was released, of him explaining the hybrid. So to be fair though, I he went live at like 6 a.m. my time, and I wasn't all there whenever I was watching the live, so, I'm sure there's a lot of things that I couldn't compute, you know what I mean? Like, couldn't put together in my head, but, I'm very interested. I'm very interested about the hybrid, and to be honest, the way that Ian was explaining it, it kinda scares me a bit. Like calling the hybrid, like, an ancient being and that he came before Ian, and I'm just like, "That sounds kinda scary to me." I'm not gonna lie, that does. So but I wanna know, like, is the hybrid actually an ancient being, or does he just think he's an ancient being? Like, I'm very curious on that part, but I definitely feel like I was thinking this earlier, like, after I watched the live, I was like, I feel like I'm preparing for some kind of battle. I don't know why, but I just feel like between Ian, Mr. Insanity, Mito, and the hybrid, I just feel like there's some kind of battle that's going to ensue. I don't know why I feel that way. There wasn't even really anything that Ian said that made it seem that way, but I don't know, that's just maybe with how, like, the MVs have been going, that's kind of the vibe that I get. I don't really know, but, I have not watched the teaser to Saint. I have no clue about the music video. I have no idea about the hybrid. Other than what I heard Ian say in his Instagram live. So I literally have no clue what to expect in that at all. I'm very interested to, like, see what the hybrid is all about. And again, like, I just have such huge appreciation for Ian and how transparent he is about his switches and things like that. Because it's scary. Like, I just can't imagine how scary it is um to deal with DID and bipolar on disorder on top of that. But I was I found it kind of bittersweet whenever he was, not bittersweet, but kind of upsetting whenever he said that he feels embarrassed about his switching. And like, I totally get it, but I feel like a part of that is the, what's the word I'm looking for? I think a part of that is the mentality that society has placed on mental health. So anytime we do have mental health problems, you know, we feel embarrassed about it. But um I totally understand why he would feel embarrassed about his switching. And honestly, I honestly would be really embarrassed if I ever like did that in front of people that I know, or even strangers. Like, both honestly would probably have me embarrassed. But I also think that it's important to say that Ian is not alone when it comes to those feelings. Like, even though I've never um even though I've never dealt with DID and what comes with that, and switching, I do think that spiraling can happen to anybody, you know what I mean? Like, there's just something that happens that can trigger, you know, an emotional or response or a mood swing or things like that, you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely had moments where something happened and it has put me into a very big down downward spiral. Yeah, downward spiral of depression, like deep depression, like, but I feel like everyone experiences depression differently. I have a very like high functioning depressive state. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I kind of go into like autopilot, like kind of robot mode, where like I'm going about my day and I'm doing the things that I need to do, like work, like laundry, like I do the things that I need to do, but it's just me going through the motions. I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not fully there, but I can make it look like I'm fully there. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how my depression works, but I feel like everybody experiences it differently. Um, but I think everyone goes through those downward spirals of mood swings or emotions or, you know, depressive states or, you know, things like that. But for Ian, I just feel like it's a bit more than that because it's not just a mood swing, it's him switching alters, you know what I mean? But I get why he feels that way, but I would want him to know that like a lot of people go through that kind of embarrassment and that kind of feeling. But I feel like his is just too more extreme. But anyway, sorry. I knew that my intro was gonna be a lot because I knew I was gonna talk a lot because there was just so much to mention with like I just like want you guys to know that like I'm really trying my best to do my research and like put myself deep into the lore and things like that. Like, I really want to because I feel like it'd be disrespectful to Ian and his craft and his music if I didn't. So, I'm definitely trying my best to learn more and keep up with the storyline and things like that. So, but honestly, I'm still scratching the surface and I feel like I still have so much to learn. So, if you guys have anything else that you think I should know or that you think I should watch, please just let me know and I'll definitely get to it. I know someone I created a Google Recs sheet for recommendations. So if you guys have any recommendations that you want to give me for things to react to in the future, you can go to that Google sheet and fill it out. I know someone already put in interviews of Ian's that they want me to watch, and I'm absolutely down for that. I totally will. The World of DPR Ian, I think this is I think this is the one with Say What Reacts, right? Yeah, I think this is the interview with Say What Reacts, and it's like 2 hours long. So that I might put on my Patreon versus YouTube. But I definitely want to watch it. I think it's a really, really important interview. And I think it's awesome that Ian even like did an interview with a reactor. I think that's amazing. But yeah, I definitely will get to these interviews. I love interviews. I think they're so and I feel like interviews are super important, in particular for Ian as well, because it's actually him like describing like his lore and answering some questions that people may have and things like that. So I think I could learn a lot by watching those interviews for sure. But anyway, enough of me talking. I sincerely apologize. Again, if you guys have anything else that you feel like I should know or that I'm missing, please let me know. And if you have anything that you really want me to watch, I think I have my Google Sheet linked down in the description, so if you guys want to just hop in there, add whatever you want, and yeah, I'll definitely get to it. But anyway, on to Mito movie part 1. Sorry, I know that I talk too much. Please just like skip my tangents if you really want to.
Where did I go wrong with you? Out of all my creations, you are the epitome of all that is good, the utmost of my potential. You are my first,
and I'll make sure to be your last. You created me in your image, and now it's time to create mine in yours.
Set my wings on fire. Set my wings on fire. Set my wings on fire.
I was going to say this too, especially because of the new song Saint, and then also in Ian's Instagram live this morning, he was talking about a sword. And I was thinking that I'm now like seeing a lot of religious symbolism in his music videos and things like that, like talking about wings, like devil versus angel, like, and then the whole saint concept um and all that stuff. I don't know how like involved the whole like religious aspect is in his storyline or the lore, but oh, Seraph. Isn't that an angel? I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry. Isn't that an angel? Sorry, guys. I went to Catholic school my whole life, and let me tell you, there's seraphim angels. Yeah, seraph, an angelic being. Yeah, okay, I thought so. That makes total sense. I literally went to Catholic school my whole life, but you can really tell that like some information stuck and some did not. I'm not very religious, to be honest with you. No qualms if like you are religious, but I personally cannot deal with the hypocrisy of religious individual, not all religious individuals, but most religious individuals. So I consider myself more of a spiritualist. But yeah, I'm more into like spirits and guides, crystals, tarot, stuff like that. I'm more of a spiritualist, but but yes, I went to Catholic school like literally my whole life. So, some things I remember, some things I don't, but okay, I'm understanding, like, yeah, I definitely get, like, angel devil kind of vibe in this, like, Mito movie. I'm so fascinated, like,
One more shot so casually, one more down and I'm meant to be. Have I gone too far with this? Can you see me in the mist? One more so casually, one more down and I'm meant to see. Have I lost my sense of bliss? Have you found me in the... Oh girl, what you wanna do for me? I got no girls, baby, I'm lost in the sea of love. It took me one shot just to make it non-stop. Oh girl, what you wanna do for me? I got two birds, baby, they're falling into your arms. It took me one shot just to make it non-stop. Gotten sentimental, swimming with the devil. Got me reaching for the air, baby, get the memo. Take away my only kryptonite. Mood swings in this sort of comes to life. Steady, heavy, when I swing down. Baby, be ready to take the world out. Tell me, are we really just in love now? Steady, heavy, when I swing down. Baby, be ready to take the world out. Tell me, are we really just in love now? One more.
Hotels and commercial parking.
Who's coming?
Let's not wait and find out.
He's dipping. He's going down. Please just shut up. Now's not the time. I have to take it. Now's not the time. I can't feel.
He's out. No, please. You know what will happen if you take that now.
I'm sorry. Everything will be okay.
Color in my mood, no blues.
Your violet on horizon.
Forgot my screws, my booze. My love brings
All the lions.
I don't assume that you knew that I miss you.
When it's quiet.
Oh, it's true.
I like, oh my gosh. The switches are crazy, like, between, I can definitely see the switches with happening with Mito and Mr. Insanity, but he also, because I remember him saying in the Instagram live that the hybrid has blue eyes. Gosh. And he just, where the heck was it?
On horizon.
Forgot my screws, my booze. My love brings
All the lions.
Right there. He had blue eyes. Well, one eye was blue.
my love brings
All the
No, they are blue. Maybe he was like, maybe he's been hinting at the hybrid like all this time. He's just so genius. I can't keep up.
that you knew that I miss you.
When it's quiet.
Oh, it's true. I want you
It's getting dark.
to tell me if I'm lying. Oh, I just came back from the moon, from the lightning coming from your nude. Violence holding on to your tune. My moods are swinging for you. Oh, I just came back from the moon, found myself looking right at you. Violence playing into your tune. My moods are swinging for you. Color in my boots, no blues. Your violence on horizon. Forgot my screws, my booze. My love brings all the light. Honey, don't assume that you knew that I miss you when it's quiet. Oh, it's true. I want you to tell me if I'm lying.
That's weird. I don't hear the voices anymore. Not bad. I wonder, what were they so afraid of?
Harvey found us. It's too late. You have to keep going. The way it looks like he's in pain. Move. You have to move. They're coming for you. They're here.
I am tied to your phone while our conversation's out the door. I'm paralyzed to your eyes. I was worried you'd be surprised. She's wrapped in a copy this, copy this, copy this. Oh my, copy this, copy this, copy this. Rewind. Copy this, copy this, copy this. Oh my, copy this, copy this, copy this. Perfection hidden in the moonlight.
Red is also Mito, right? Mito's black, white, and red, right? Those are his colors.
Yeah. No dead ends when it comes to you. When you sing to me, when she sings to me, I'm way too deep. There's no way to see. Tell me what your passion. Are we onto something, or is it just a way to keep up? She's wrapped in a.
Are we descending into nothing? Or is it just another reason for us to be awake? For us to be awake.
That really was like watching a movie. I swear. I like Ian is just so genius. Like you guys have to explain to me the religious aspect and the archangel kind of thing, because I feel like a lot of people kind of see angels as these like little like cherub, you know, things with wings, but angels are actually like warriors. Like they're heaven's warriors. Like they're actually like pretty badass if you think about it. So I'm just just very curious about that aspect and how that ties in. I feel like I need to create like a whole I need to create a whole conversation about this lore. Like I'm about to have my I have a Discord server that I'm about to have go live soon. So you guys please, like dreamers, please join my Discord server and let's talk about this whole this whole thing, because I could talk about this all day. He doesn't want to release a part 2? Why? I want to know. I want to know how difficult it was. It had to have been so difficult to make that, because he stated that anytime it's Mito or, you know, Mr. Insanity on screen, like it's actually them, right? Like he switches to do these music videos and stuff, right? I can't imagine. That had to have been so hard. Also, his dancing was really good. It's hard to think that he was in a K-pop group. Anyway, sorry. See what I mean? I could literally, like, sit here and talk about this shit all day, but I need to, like, force myself to move on. Okay, let's move on to famous last words.
Dear Insanity. If you are reading this, we have ventured too far off into our minds, and everything that we thought was a dream is now real.
I was always curious about how, like, how Ian, Mr. Insanity, and Mito kind of connect with each other. Like, how do they know certain aspects about the other? You know what I mean? I always wondered that. Like, is there some, like, portion, you know, in the brain where, like, they can have conversation with each other or leave notes like this for each I was always curious about that, but I never really knew how to, like I have to sneeze. No, I don't, never mind. I never knew how to, like, ask my question or how to say the question. Do you guys know what I mean? I was always curious about that.
Even the nightmares. My time is running out, but yours has just begun. But don't worry, I'll find a way to come back. I always do. Yours truly.
That was a really good visualizer plus kind of, like, teaser for the MVs, I feel like. Let's move on to Peanut Butter and Tears. I'm very curious about this. As soon as I was looking at Ian's discography, Peanut Butter and Tears stood out to me the most because I feel like it's just such an interesting title for a song that I was very, very curious. Okay. I'm gonna just hop into it. Let's go.
One to the left, one to the right, and one in the middle. Immediately, something felt different and a lot more.
Is this like a little, like, glimpse into his childhood trauma? I just have so many questions.
And a lot more. Terrifying.
And my tooth's been wiggling for you. Like peanut butter and your teeth. Oh, I decide that it's you. I can't control all of my It's 5 a.m. and I have to go. The wind is tearing up my eyes. Friends tell me I look so dead.
guys explain to me Mr. Green again? I forget. I forget who he is. I can't remember. I feel like Ian did mention it in that Instagram live I watched, but I can't remember.
I think they're seeing through my disguise. They know where I've been. I get so friendly with strangers. The way I've been. I get so lost in my color. They told me sometimes that my tooth's been wiggling for you. Like peanut butter and nuts. Oh, the sadness. I can't control all of my soaked in glitter. Never been so better. That's the way my feather. Look at me in my leather. Soaked in glitter. Never been.
I definitely think that this song is all about how happy-go-lucky Mr. Insanity can seem, but like, I don't know. I definitely think that what did I say last time? I feel like Mito is the most intimidating one, but in actual reality, I think Mr. Insanity is probably the one to be most aware and conscious of, because since Mr. Insanity is the manic episodes, when it comes to manic episodes, like, it's probably one of the scariest things because you just never know. You just never know what could happen. Because in your mind, you kind of lose the ability. Like, you know how you have that, like, little voice in your head that's like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe that's a bad idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just have that voice in your head that tells you those things. When you're in a manic episode, you don't have that voice telling you not to do that. You don't have that subconscious that's telling you, nah, not a good idea. Like, to you, everything seems like a good idea. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not that you don't have control. You don't have. There's a word and I can't think of it. It's going to bother me that I can't think of this word. Regulation? Like, you don't have regulation. You know what I mean? Like, everything. Step up. Everything is a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one telling you no. And that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary that, you know, you don't have regulation and you're just thinking that I'm just gonna do this and it's fine. But I just think it's funny that, you know, Mito comes off as such a dark and intimidating person, and Mr. Insanity comes off as such a fun, like, happy-go-lucky kind of person, but it's actually Mr. Insanity that you have to be careful of, and Mito is just... I can't think of words today. I think Mito is just misunderstood. Is what I want to say. Sorry. I cannot. I'm sorry. I can't think of words today. I like the song a lot. I'm wondering, I'm wondering if Mito is considered like a fallen angel. But then what's the hybrid? I feel like I'm just going to continue to have questions. The more I delve into Ian's work, the more I'm going to have questions. Just like the visuals that are always on Mito, that's the vibe that I get, like fallen angel vibes. But I don't know. I loved the song a lot. Like, honestly, I feel like when it comes to like Ian's music, there hasn't really been a song that I dislike. Don't Go Insane is probably my favorite. Don't Go Insane. So I Danced. No Blueberries and Peanut Butter and Tears. I probably would be my ranking, I think, when it comes to like music taste. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, this storyline is just wild. I'm curious about the pink in the music video though, because I thought Mr. Insanity's colors were purple, green, and gold or yellow, I thought. So I'm curious about all the pink that was in the video. I don't know. Guys, I really just need to have like a discussion about about this. Like, okay, let's watch the Don't Go Insane teaser. I was really surprised that this was like a minute and a half. Like, that's a pretty long teaser.
And there it was. The door. Finally. Shall we? Now all we had to do was go through it. However, it was locked. It's never locked. Suddenly, the strangest pair appeared out of nowhere. What key? The green asked. The key in Emerald City, of course, they said. To which I asked.
So which way?
They seemed rather perplexed, pointing in all different directions. What choice did we have? We needed to get through the door. Before we left, they told us to disguise ourselves, for he was expecting us. Before I could ask who, they started fighting. Thank you, I said, as we quietly made our way to the van. I hope they let us borrow this, I told the green. To which the green replied,
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Interesting. Releasing the teaser after releasing the MV and gaslighting the audience. I literally need to, I'm telling you guys, I really need to have like a full-on lore conversation with y'all. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. They're saying that the music videos came out in reverse order. That makes sense. And then somebody else said it felt like deja vu. Yeah, I can see that. Guys, I'm telling you. Okay. Finally, I feel like this was Peanut Butter and Tears and Skins was requested the most. So I'm very interested to get into Skins and see what this is about. Let's go.
To take you in. What a life it's been. On the highest wing. When I'm alone, I let my world explode.
Then I'll sink the remains below.
And I keep it there until there's nothing left. say it now, nothing was fixed at all. I never asked to be like this. I never asked to be like this. I never
I can't, bro. I like his the pinned comment. The grass is always meaner on the other side. Man, I just again, I just feel like Mito is so misunderstood. Gosh, I don't know. Hmm. And this is just the demo version. This isn't even the full version. It's crazy. Yeah. This is all, that was mostly Mito's point of view, right? That's the vibe that I got. I don't know. I'm just reading the comments. I'm sorry. I was just reading this comment of someone who who has bipolar too, and kind of how they relate to skins. Man, I just hope Ian like realizes like how much he really is doing for, you know, the individuals out there who do have bipolar, who do have DID, you know, depression, like just mental health issues in general, but in particular those with bipolar and DID. Like I hope he realizes how much he's probably doing for those individuals, because to have all of these complicated feelings on top of your mental health problems and your disorders, and then to find an artist who completely gets it, like I can't imagine how that feels. I get parts of it, especially, you know, the depression and the anxiety, but man, I just feel like he's done so much with his art and with his transparency of his mental health. Oh, guys, okay. I am still kind of curious about the whole religious aspect, and maybe I'll see more of that whenever I finally watch Saint. I'm just very, very curious, but yeah, I feel like I'm getting it, but then I feel like every time I dive more more into Ian's work, I have more questions and, you know, things that I'm still confused about. But I definitely will get to these interviews that were requested. And if you guys have anything else that you really want me to get to, just let me know. But yeah, this is going to be released, and then I'll be following this up with Saint. I'm literally just going to end this and then react to Saint, so that way I can get that recorded. But yeah, I'm just so amazed by Ian. Like, you guys know, like, this is only the third time that I've reacted to Ian. Second time just doing a video fully on him. So, like, third reaction of Ian, and I'm pretty much already a dreamer, I feel like. I feel like I've delved so deeply into this that, like, there's no going back. There really isn't. So, I would love to read your guys' comments and things like that. And again, there's a freaking, like, bug in here. It's driving me nuts. Like a little gnat. Again, I'm gonna be going live with my Discord soon, so if you guys want to join that Discord, I do have channels for each K-pop group artist, and I do have a channel for Ian, so if you guys want to hop in there and discuss, you know, the lore and his music and, you know, things like that, you're more than welcome to. I'll make a post whenever it does go live. But anyways, other than that, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye, guys.